Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The City of Greensboro is working with Guilford County to prepare the community for COVID-19 vaccinations. All of the initial appointment slots have been filled through Thursday, January 21st. Guilford County will continue to receive weekly allotments from North Carolina Health and Human Services. However, the exact number of vaccines is unknown until the state releases the information. The county will announce new appointment slots as soon as the numbers are provided. Residents are encouraged to continue monitoring Guilford County's website and social media channels for additional time slots. The City of Greensboro and Guilford County are committed to slowing the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Residents are urged to continue to be patient as officials work through the challenges the pandemic has created. Please continue to practice the 3 W's. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and wait 6 feet apart. Together, we can reduce the spread of COVID-19. It's important to emphasize Guilford County and every other county distributing vaccines is not charging for vaccinations regardless of insurance status. Anyone requiring a payment to schedule a vaccination appointment is running a scam. The state has also developed a website called yourspot.yourshot.nc.gov. This serves as an excellent resource for vaccination information, including the various rollout phases. North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program is encouraging local leaders to urge every driver in their city and across the state to make a safe driving resolution in 2021. Road safety experts suspect that concerns about the pandemic, civil unrest, and other community issues have had a negative impact on traffic safety. Although traffic volumes were down in much of 2020, the number of fatal crashes went up. Drivers were preoccupied with worries about health, jobs, and safety, and that preoccupation can affect the way we drive as much as other distractions do. Preliminary NCDOT data reveals a critical spike in some fatal crash categories. The agency sees 2021 as an opportunity to make a new start. These numbers demand we collectively, as law enforcement, educators, health officials, and drivers, must make immediate changes to combat these deadly trends. The Gate City is among the top destinations across North Carolina, and we take pride in providing safe travel and maintaining our commitment to Vision Zero in 2021 and beyond, according to Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughn. Throughout the year, North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program promotes highway safety awareness through a variety of grants and safe driving initiatives. In 2021, the public can expect to see increasing social media campaigns, YouTube videos, and other online safe driving messages to help save more lives. The agency's calendar of seasonal campaigns includes law enforcement, educational, and community outreach events. For more information about road safety, please visit the website and follow the social media platforms. The City of Greensboro's Human Rights Commission will honor the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy with a video production. The video is airing right here on Greensboro Television Network. It will also be shown on Facebook and the City of Greensboro YouTube channel. The theme of the Mlk event is Women in the Movement, featuring keynote speakers Shirley Fry and Zidi Nzumalo, along with performances by Cynthia Green and the Poetry Project. Local civil rights leaders will also be featured in a short video entitled I Am the Four. This is in honor of the legacy of the North Carolina A&T University students who spearheaded the 1960 lunch counter sit-ins at Woolworth's. Anyone in the community working on improving human and civil rights is encouraged to share their why and contribute to this movement throughout the month by using the hashtag #IamThe4 on their social media platforms. The city developed a partnership with Cone Health to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's News for Your Health.
Over 39 million Americans suffer from migraine headaches, including men, women, and children. So migraines are headaches, usually lasting between 4 and 72 hours. They can interfere with daily activities of life. Associated symptoms include nausea and later sound sensitivity. Common features of migraines include lateralization to one side of the head, a pounding or a throbbing quality, visual or other types of auras, as well as dizziness and vertigo. Most people with migraines have identified triggers. Some of the more common triggers include stress, whether that's emotional or physical, bright lights, loud noises, strong smells. Weather changes can trigger migraines. Dehydration, sleep disturbances. Restorative sleep is very, very important in migraine management. Alcohol, such as red wine or beer. Certain foods, especially those that contain nitrites or nitrates, or sulfites, artificial sweeteners, MSG. The best thing that you can do is keep a headache journal or diary. That'll help identify patterns and triggers to your migraines or headaches. When you're having a migraine, the best thing that you can do is to treat it early. Find a calm, relaxing environment. Turn the lights off. Try temperature therapy, cold packs or warm water. Even drinking a little bit of caffeine can help, but you have to be very careful with caffeine. There are medications that you can use, whether they're over-the-counter medications such as ibuprofen or acetaminophen, or prescription medications such as triptans. But I do have to warn that taking medications for acute migraine treatment, or when you have the migraines, can cause something called rebound or medication overuse headache if used more than 10 times a month. You should let your doctor know if you have more than just the occasional migraine or headache, or if your headaches are worsening, or if the symptoms are changing in severity, frequency, or quality. You should also let your doctor know if migraines or headaches are triggered by sneezing or coughing or laying down or by sex. And of course, you should always seek the advice of a medical professional if you have any concerning symptoms such as fever, confusion, excessive vomiting, shortness of breath, new vision loss, or anything that's concerning or new to you. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this was helpful for you. For more information, go to conehealth.com/headaches. I'm Dr. Antonia Ahern.
Riders and community advocates spoke out and the city listened. The transportation service for those with disabilities has a new name. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Greensboro Transit Agency is excited to announce the new operating brand for its longtime paratransit bus service. Access GSO replaces Specialized Community Area Transportation, or SCAT, which has served persons with disabilities since 1992. The Access GSO name was chosen after receiving the most survey responses from riders, drivers, staff, and the Greensboro community. Kevin Elwood, GTA's Marketing and Communications Specialist, says a name change for this vital community service has been several years in the making, as many felt SCAT no longer reflected our current mission and services. Access GSO is more than a name identifier. The new name is an accurate descriptor, giving persons with disabilities important access to education, employment, and other needs beyond medical appointments. The paratransit bus represents a quality of life service. The Access GSO brand takes effect immediately as internal transition began in December. Riders can expect to continue receiving transportation services from SCAT-marked vehicles as the fleet receives updated brand logos within the coming weeks. The associated iRide service will also receive an update to Access GSO. Say Yes Guilford is once again offering its virtual tutoring program to Guilford County School students. The tutoring is free and open to GCS students in kindergarten through 8th grade. Parents can register on the Say Yes Guilford website. Tutoring begins on Monday, January 25th. Federal Work Study students at GTCC, North Carolina A&T, UNCG and Greensboro College will join GCS service learning students and community volunteers to work with students up to 3 times a week. All tutors will be required to complete a GCS-approved background check prior to working with students. Say Yes Guilford is using 3 different tutoring programs. HELPS will assist 2nd through 5th graders with reading. One-on-one general tutoring will be provided for other elementary students' needs, and the A+ test prep and tutoring will be available to middle school students. Sessions will take place on Google Meet. Students receive up to 2 hours of practice per week. Tutoring will continue through the remainder of the school year. Now that winter has settled in, this is the ideal time for residents to bookmark the winter closings page on the city's website. This is the best way to stay up to date on changes to city government services and hours of operations during inclement weather. Simply visit greensboro-nc.gov/winter closings on the city's website. The winter closings page features a link to an interactive map that shows where snowplows are operating throughout Greensboro. There are also links to the city's official Facebook and Twitter pages. Please take a moment to like and follow us. The page also includes the list of local news stations that report city government closings and delayed openings. If you haven't already done so, visit the city's website and bookmark the winter closings page in advance of any winter weather events. The recognition of slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. is often coined as being a day on as opposed to a day off. Coming up after the break, we'll share a host of opportunities to make the most of this national holiday. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The annual Mlk Day of Service, hosted by the Volunteer Center of the Triad, is taking on a new approach, giving the event new meaning this year. Joining me now to tell us about how the nonprofit and its partners will celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. King is Hope Tyler. She is the Director of Volunteers and Community Engagement. Hello, Hope. Welcome to the show.
Hi there. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thank you for joining me. Now, the Volunteer Center hosts the Mlk Day of Service each year. For folks who aren't familiar, tell us what is the concept and why do you do this?
So we host the Mlk Day of Service to show people how they can get involved in the community. What we know is that people want to help out, especially in the Triad. Really a lot of giving people here. And I think most people want to help out, but sometimes they might not know exactly how to get started. And so this day can help them kind of jumpstart their year into a year of service.
Okay. And the Volunteer Center is a perfect place to start because you kind of serve as the hub of our community. When folks need a volunteer, they can call your office and you can get them all connected.
Yes.
Now, you do host a series of activities on the Day of Service. Can you give us some examples of what the Volunteer Center will be hosting this year?
Sure. So people can expect to see a nonprofit fair. We have a Mentoring Matters segment because it's also National Mentoring Month. So we're partnering with the United Way of Greater Greensboro on that. We have local celebrities. We have performances, local artists, a free book sign up for children, a lot of different ways for the whole family to engage together. It's for people of all ages.
Wonderful. And it's always nice when you have activities where children and adults and seniors can feel like they're doing their part.
Yes.
Now, so many events, as you know, are taking place virtually, and it looks like the Volunteer Center is adding to that list. Tell us about the virtual format.
So we've submitted a lot of videos to our videographer, who is a wonderful person for putting this all together for us. And we have about 30 different nonprofits that have submitted their videos, and we basically just had to put everything together. And it's a really interesting way to highlight all the good that's being done in the community and all just the special people in this community.
And how can people take part in the virtual experience?
All you have to do is log into our website at 1 p.m. on Monday, and that's volunteercentertriad.org.
Okay. Now, just for folks who don't get into the actual virtual platform, will you be replaying this on your website?
Yeah, it'll live on our website and on our Facebook page, and we'll also put it on our YouTube channel as well.
Wonderful. So anyone listening and thinking, gosh, I'd love to volunteer, and now we know they can start at the Volunteer Center. How do they get connected and get themselves on a list and get out there and start volunteering?
Sure. So we feature about 100 different nonprofits on our website, and so you can go to volunteercentertriad.org. You can search by what you're interested in, distance from your home, whether or not it's a virtual opportunity. There are a lot of different ways that you can filter your search results. We probably have about 200 different volunteer needs up right now.
Okay, and your t-shirt, is that going to all the volunteers?
This is going to anybody who would like to purchase one. These are available on our website, and we have this color and a beautiful tropical blue.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely. I like the design.
Thank you.
Well, Hope, we do thank you so much, and the Volunteer Center, for everything you do for our community on a daily basis, and certainly Mlk Day of Service. We don't want to miss that, and as you said, it's a day on and not a day off. So do come back and let us know other great things going on with the Volunteer Center.
Thank you so much. We will.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. Due to COVID-19, the City Council is meeting virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. City Council meetings usually take place on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Cone Health is giving North Carolina artists more time to submit letters of interest regarding the creation of a signature art piece in the Outpatient Women's Services Building. Letters of interest will be accepted through the Arts Greensboro grant portal until Sunday, January 31st. Opening for patients this spring, the Outpatient Women's Facility will truly be for all women, regardless of their stage of life, status, background, or health condition. Cone Health believes art is an integral part of creating a sense of belonging and can bring the female experience to life. The signature art piece should accentuate the lobby by connecting art and wellness in an engaging and meaningful way. The art should also reflect the Women's Services mission and exemplify it in a creative and innovative way, inspiring wonder and compassion. Cone Health is partnering with Arts Greensboro to manage the application process for artist submissions. 3 artists will be selected to complete a full application. A selection will be made in March, and the project should be completed by September 1st. The call to artists and application requirements are available on the Arts Greensboro website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first we have an important message about COVID-19.
Remember the 3 W's. Wear a cloth face mask covering, wait 6 feet from others, and wash your hands often. By working together, we can adjust to this new normal and continue to save lives.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. In celebration of National Engineers Week, residents from Greensboro and 5 other Triad cities will host Bridging the Triad. This is a competition to see who can create the most efficient bridge constructed with popsicle sticks. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department will provide free supplies to participants. Supplies can be picked up weekdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Griffin Recreation Center, located at 5301 Hilltop Road. Participants will sign up for a time to compete at the local competition between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Saturday, February 6th at Griffin Recreation Center. Winners from each city will go on to compete in the regional competition in Winston-Salem on Saturday, February 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bridges will be judged based on how much weight they will support, divided by the total mass of the structures. The top 3 bridges in each of the youth categories and the first place in the adult category will advance to the regionals. There will also be a prize group for the most creative design. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the city of Greensboro. The city ranked in the top 3 of the healthiest employers in the triad, according to Springbuck. The city also ranks 46 out of 100 of the healthiest workplaces in America. Each year, Springbuck sponsors the 100 Healthiest Employers Award program across the country to recognize the nation's most dedicated employers who focus on improving their worksite health and wellness programs. The city of Greensboro promotes the Get Connected Health Rewards program, which focuses on providing a holistic approach to workplace wellness, education, and resources to employees and their families. Way to go, G-Team. Please remember, as more places continue to open, wear your face covering, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands often. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.